there, Ariana from Crafting Happiness here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful flower stitch. And I'm not sure what the exact name for this pattern is. I will call it linked flower stitch. If you know the name of this pattern, put it in the comments below. I would love to know. I have modified this pattern in a way that you can just crochet it as regular crochet, back, forth, and build up the height to as much as you want. So you can make it into a baby blanket, into a sweater, a scarf, whatever you like. You can turn this pattern into even a market bag if you like. So as usual, I have made it into using one color, so you can see the texture. It's double-sided, looks good both ways, and then I've used two colors so you can see where the color changes are made. This is a simple pattern. Technically it's a 2-row repeat. It takes a little bit to get used to it, how it is done, but it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. So yeah, this is how it looks like in two colors. And you'll have to cut the yarn after every 2 rows and then join again. So let's get started.
These are the materials you will need. These are the abbreviations I used. The written pattern is in the description.
We're gonna start first round with a chain of 6. This pattern does not start with a starting chain. We are actually just building the first row petal by petal, so we are crocheting this row right here petal by petal, and you can make it as wide as you like. So this is the beauty of this pattern. Just make as many petals until you have the width to your project, whatever that is, blanket, scarf, bag. So start with a chain of 6 and then into the 6th chain from hook, so the very first you made, slip stitch in that, and this will create a circle. Now chain 4. This counts as your first treble, and then into this circle we're gonna make 4 more trebles. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and this is how you make the treble. Now yarn over again, we're gonna make 3 more trebles, so we need 5 trebles in total, including the chain 4. We have 1 more we need, and now we are done with the first petal. And again, it's I'm gonna keep this sample here so I can explain to you on the sample. It's a bit complicated on how these circles and the petals stay. So even though you crochet with a petal with a circle pointing down, it's not how it will end up. It was actually gonna be turned around and the circle is gonna point up. So yeah, just so you know. Now next we are gonna crochet the next petal, so we need to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So 11 chains into the 7th chain from the hook. We're gonna slip stitch and form another circle. So that's our next petal. And then into the remaining 4 chains we are gonna make a slip stitch in each. Just go down the chain and make 4 slip stitches. Okay, so now turn your circle, your chain should look like this. Turn the circle pointing down, and we will make 3 trebles into that circle. We're gonna start first round with a chain of 6. This pattern does not start with a starting chain. We are actually just building the first row petal by petal, so we are crocheting this row right here petal by petal, and you can make it as wide as you like. So this is the beauty of this pattern. Just make as many petals until you have the width to your project, whatever that is, blanket, scarf, bag. So start with a chain of 6 and then into the 6th chain from hook, yarn over twice and make your first treble, your second treble, third treble, and now we are going to chain 4 and slip stitch into the circle, and I will complete a petal. And again, let me show you on a sample just so you have a visual. This goes up like that, and the other petal goes like that. So we've made another petal. Now we're gonna do the next one. So we were here. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the same circle let's make 4 trebles. 1, 2 trebles, 3 trebles, and 4 trebles. And we are done with this part. And this is your repeat section right here, this part. I'll show you again. Yarn over twice and make your first treble, your second treble, third treble, and now we are going to chain 4. You can find the free pattern on my blog, Crafting Happiness. You can see the written pattern and follow along with the video. So again, the repeat section is as follows: chain 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then into the 7th stitch from the hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into that 7 we slip stitch. You have 4 stitches, 4 chains left, so slip stitch in each. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, as you can see, the circle is pointing to the right. We need to flip it down like this. We just move it down so we can crochet into it, and we are going to make 3 trebles. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then chain 4. This counts as a treble as well, and we slip stitch into the circle, and this completes 1 petal. And then start a new petal, chain 4, and then 4 trebles. One more. And this completed another set of petals. So you can see here, this goes up, always remember. And now you repeat this section as many times as you want to make the blanket or whatever the project you're using, to make it as wide as you like. And then we can continue with the second one. So let me show you one more time how to make this repeat. So we start with chain 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that's how we start the repeat section. Then count down 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chains, and into the 7th chain slip stitch. And you have 4 chains left, slip stitch into those as well to bring the yarn down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now it's a bit awkward the way you crochet. I crochet on horizontal, but it's really like that. Flip the yarn from right to left, this loop. So when you crochet, it's like this to your right, flip it to your left, and then let's make 3 trebles inside the circle. 1, 2, 3. And to complete the petal, we make a chain 4 and slip stitch into the circle, and that's one petal. And now we start the second petal, chain 4 and then 4 trebles. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we are done with the petals. Repeat this section as many times as you need to, and then when you are ready to finish the round, come back to the video and we will do this last petal right here. So now I have reached the end of the round. This is how wide I want to make it, 5 flowers wide, and now I'm ready to do the end petal and transition to the next round. So we start as usual, chain 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11, and then onto the 7th chain we are going to slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slip stitch in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then move your loop from right to left and make 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. Now again chain 4 to close the petal and slip stitch, and then we need to make we're working with like here, like that. We're right here and we need to slip stitch along the circle so we can start the next round. So I said 4 slip stitches. Usually you have about 4 chains left available there. They are not covered by stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I usually slip stitch into the 4 stitches. That's half a circle, keeps the petal onto one side. So like I said, 4 slip stitches into that into the chains of the circle, and this will bring the yarn to the top so we can continue with round 2. Right, so this is round 1. Remember, the circles need to point up, and this is how it looks like. So now I have reached the end of the round. This is how wide I want to make it, 5 flowers wide, and now I'm ready to do the end petal and transition to the next round. So we start as usual, chain 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11, and then onto the 7th chain we are going to, and now we continue with the second round, and we are going to create the top petals. And now we continue. So turn your work around, turn your work like this, and we will continue from where we slip stitch by chaining 4, counts as a treble. We're crocheting this right here, this petal, and then we're gonna make 4 trebles into the circle. So make them 1, 2, 3, and 4. The second round it's a lot easier than the first. So here we are. These are our petals, half a flower, the matches. And now we start our repeat section. We will be crocheting into these circles alone. So we're not doing any stitches or nothing. We're just crocheting into the circles to crochet the top parts of the flower. And to do that, we start by making 4 trebles into the next circle. So So yarn over twice and make your trebles. This will link the flowers. 4 in total. Now to finish the flower we chain 4 and slip stitch into the circle, and we have our first petal. You can push the stitches to one side if you don't have enough space in a circle, because we need to create another one. So chain 4 counts as a treble, and then we are making 4 more trebles. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. There we go. So this is your repeat section. 4 trebles, chain 4, slip stitch, chain 4, 4 trebles, and start again. And we'll be making this in every single round. So turn your work around, turn your work like this, and we will continue from where we slip stitch by chaining 4, counts as a treble. We're crocheting this right here, this petal, and then we're gonna make 4 trebles into the circle. So make them 1, 2, circle in every single circle until you reach the last one, and I'll show you there how to finish. Okay, shall I show you one more time? So again, your repeat section, 4 trebles into the next circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we finish the petal by chaining 4. This counts as a treble, creates the 5th treble in a petal, and then chain 4 again to start the new petal. 4 trebles, circle in every single circle until you reach the last one, and I'll show you there how to finish. Okay, shall I show you one more time? 2 more, and we are done with our repeat. And this creates 2 petals, and then just go like this until it's time to crochet into this circle right here. So now I have crocheted in all my flowers, and I have left the last one, and here we're not using any chains. We're going to create a petal made out of 5 trebles, and that's how we end the second row. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and this is the second row, and the pattern basically is a repeat of row 1 and 2, except row 1 gets connected to the flower. So I'm gonna show you this one more time, just so you can see where exactly in the pattern you connect the flowers. Okay, so let's start with round 3. And on round 3 I'm gonna switch to green. I just want to show you exactly where it's linked and how it looks like. Also you can see the color changes. So cut the yarn and you can fasten off or continue from where you left. I'll fasten off this time, and we join into the first stitch right here. Okay, so turn your work, and like I said, we'll start with green. Make a slip knot and then join into the first stitch by pulling that loop through, and now we're gonna start again with the way we started round 1. So we're gonna chain 11. We're gonna create a circle, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11, and then into the 7th chain from hook we are going to slip stitch, form the circle like this, slip stitch into the next 4, and then your loop is to the right, move it to the left, just like that. And then we're gonna make 3 trebles. That's 1, 2, and then 3. And I think actually we need to make 4, so make 1 more. We need to have 5 trebles in total. So this is your first petal right here, this one right here, and again flip it over with the loop back to where it was pointing, and we are gonna crochet now the next petals, these 2 petals, and they're gonna connect it to the petals below, which are these petals. So to do that, flip the petal back with a circle pointing to the right, and then we're gonna make a new circle. Chain 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Then into the 7th chain from the hook, we are going to slip stitch, then slip stitch into the next 4 chains, now flip the circle to point towards your left, and we're gonna make 4 trebles inside it and finish the petal. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's flip it back, and that's your first petal. Now we continue with this part right here, these 2 petals, and this is your repeat section. This is where it starts. Now flip the circle to point towards your left, and we're gonna make 4, make 11 chains. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then into the 7th chain, make a slip stitch to form the circle, and again slip stitch into the last 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again the circle is pointing to the right, flip it over, and we're gonna make 3 trebles inside that circle. That's 1, 2, 3, and now it's time to connect the petal to the bottom one. And this is a bit tricky here because it's just about how you rotate these circles, how they point. But if you just follow the instruction in the video, you'll find it easy after a few tries. Anyways, I'm showing you, we need to connect it to the petal below, and we're gonna do that by slip stitching into the inner corner where the chain 3 is. So insert your hook into that chain 4 right at the top, and slip stitch, and then we make a chain 4 so we can finish the petal. There you go. And that's how we connect the petal. This is how it looks like. Now we continue with the next petal, which is this one right here. So wherever you left off, we're gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's to start a new petal, and then we are slip stitching into the other petal where the chain 4 is, the inner corner, and then we are making 4 trebles into the chain, into that circle. So let's make it 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have now finished our repeat section like this, and we repeat this in every single flower until we reach this last one. So let me show you again if it wasn't clear. You can also slow down the video if you think it's too fast. I'm trying to show you where these places, the connections are, and how you turn your work around. So anyway, let's start again. One more repeat. Chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chain of 11 into the 7 from the hook. Slip stitch. Slip stitch in the last 4 chains in that chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip from right to left and make 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. Then slip stitch into the chain 3, so the inner stitches are chains, the rest are trebles. So into this inner petal inside corner, slip stitch into that at the top of chain 4, and then finish the petal by chaining 4 and back into the circle. And that's one petal done, and we're going to continue with the next petal. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into the next petal below we're gonna slip stitch top of chain 4, and we continue with 4 trebles into the back into the circle to complete the petal. And that is your repeat finish. There we go. And I know you're gonna work all around this. It's not a beginner pattern. I'm trying my best to explain it so a beginner can actually make it. But you will have to rotate your work and always look at the video, not assume you know where stitches go. So yeah, this is the repeat, and repeat that in every single flower. I'll quickly make mine, and then I'll meet you here at the end into the last petal. Now I've reached the end. This is what I have so far. The lower petals. Now we are on to our last one, and we just started as usual. Chain 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then slip stitch into the 7th from hook into this one here, and make your 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now flip it to the other side. Make 3 trebles into the circle. 1, 2, 3, and we are going to connect now the petal, so into the inner corner of the petal below, which is the chain 4. It's always a chain 4. Slip stitch in that, and then chain 4 to bring the yarn back up to the circle. And now, just like we did below here, we're gonna slip stitch to bring the yarn to the top part, so we can create the top petal. Like I said, half the circle, 4, sometimes 3, it depends. I do 4 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. We start here and just slip stitch along the chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4 into the last right there without putting any stitches. Okay, so We are done with round 3. Here it is. We are right here. We're gonna start with the last row, row 4. Here we go. This is how it looks like. Make 3 trebles into the circle. 1, 2, 3, and we are going to connect now the petal into the inner. So let's make the next one. We turn our work around, and then we start the top petal, which is right here. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into the petal we will make 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we are done with our first petal. There we go. This is how it looks like. Now so let's make the next one. We turn our work around, and then from this point on we have the repeat section, which is creating the 2 petals on top of each flower, and this is the easy row. It's all you have to do is start with 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to chain 4 and finish the petal by slip stitching into the circle. Start the next petal by chaining 4 and then make 4 trebles into the same circle. Second, third, fourth, and 2 petals created. This is your repeat section. 4 trebles, chain 4, slip stitch, chain 4, 4 trebles, all in the same circle, and this will create the top petals. Now repeat that in every single circle until you have reached the last one where you have a single petal. Start the next petal by chaining 4 and then make 4 trebles into the same circle. And this is how it looks like. Once we completed all our repeats, the only thing left to do is crochet into the last circle and complete it. So to do that, all we have to do is 5 trebles inside it. So let's make those quickly. So that's first, second one, third one, four, and 5. And this is how it looks like. And from this point on, all you have to do is repeat rounds 3 and 4 as many times as you like until you have the desired length to your project or until you have the number of flowers you wanted. And this is how it looks like. Once we completed all our repeats, the only thing left to do is crochet into the last circle and complete it. And this is how it looks like with a few more rows. This is the front, this is the back, and yes, this is how you crochet the linked flower pattern. If you have any questions about this pattern, put it in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Happy crocheting!